What only exists because of people's stupidity. The warning on strollers: do not collapse while infant is seated. I once saw a picture of a onesie for a baby from another country, don't remember where, believe it was somewhere in Asia. Anyway, the tag had a warning on it written in broken English. Said something along the lines of, "Warning, remove infant before microwaving." You just know that, even with the poor translation, something really stupid had to happen to need that tag. The labels on Superman costumes that say wearing this does not enable you to fly. Shit. You thought as you decided to read the label of your new Superman costume while you're free falling off a 50-story roof and you can't seem to activate the flight function of your new gear. What's really dumb is that you'd also have to know nothing about Superman either, BC his cape isn't what allows him to fly. To take it a step further, I've seen a Batman cape with the same warning. Even worse, emo, since Batman can't fly. Warning labels telling you not to eat things that are not food. Do not place child in shopping bag. Fruit troll boxes that warn remove plastic wrap before eating. You're supposed to remove those? The warning sticker on lawnmowers telling you not to touch the blades while they are in motion. Many warning labels in general. There are toilet brushes with warnings saying not for personal hygiene on them. Supposedly, I've never seen this personally, some snowblowers come with a warning label saying do not use snowblower on roof. That means that some idiot hauled a snowblower up to the roof of his house, almost killed himself with it, and tried to sue the manufacturer for his own stupidity. Edit. That said, if I saw someone determined enough to haul a heavy snowblower up to the roof of his house, I certainly wouldn't want to stop him. The law in Pennsylvania that specifically states that you cannot barter infant children. Just goes to show that many, if not most, laws are written because someone did something truly horrible and got away with it because it wasn't illegal at the time. Lawmakers have a finite time to work their laws correctly to prevent loopholes and immorality. People looking to circumvent the laws have all the time in the world to figure out what's technically allowed. Combine that with how it can be tricky to find the mistakes in your own work, and you will have bad stories happening. Warning labels on electric appliances warning you not to use them in a bathtub. The tag on the iron that says do not iron clothes while wearing them. I'm late for work but my shirt is too wrinkled, let me just press the iron against myself, how bad could it be? My GF tried to use a steamer on her shirt while she was wearing it and still has a little bit of a scar from the burn mark. I had a high school English teacher who came to school with a mark on her neck one day for doing that exact thing. The phrase, "Do not try this at home." But you know that some idiot at home will indeed try this at home. Joke's on you, I will try this at the street, so I'm outside. Darwin Awards? My favorite is the guy who wanted to jack up his car a bit higher, so he removed the battery and put the jack on top of it for extra height. While he was under there the battery collapsed and he died slowly being crushed by a car in a pool of battery acid. He's also from my country which kinda makes sense. Mine is the teenagers trying to play Russian roulette with a semi-auto pistol. I personally like the guy who removed the pad from a ski lift pole, drug it all the way up the mountainside, used it as a sled to get back down and hit the pole he removed the pad from. California's Prop 65. It says everything sold in California must have a label warning consumers that the product is made with ingredients/components known by the state of California to cause birth defects or cancer, unless the seller can prove that the item does not contain such components. However, nobody can actually say if anything causes cancer or not. So if you sell something in California, you must either pay a laboratory to test everything in your product, then provide reports stating that each element does not cause cancer, or you can buy a 1-cent sticker and slap it on your packaging. As a result, everything sold in California, everything, has that sticker on it. Because why wouldn't you just slap the sticker on? We voted for this. I had to explain this whole thing to somebody in a Trader Joe's once. He was really worried that the cocoa powder causes cancer, and I learned that I apparently look like a Trader Joe's employee. I don't wear red polos in Target, and I don't wear Hawaiian shirts in Trader Joe's to avoid those exchanges. In the user manual for RVs it specifies that the driver must remain in the driver's seat at all times when the RV is in motion because someone thought that cruise control was autopilot and went to take a shower while on the freeway and crashed. If I remember right, part of their argument against the company was that the manual did not say he had to remain in the driver's seat when cruise control was being used. He fell asleep at the wheel, survived a terrible crash, cooked up this craziness with a lawyer and won a lawsuit because the lawyer felt there was an opportunity because the owner's manual wasn't specific enough in the cruise control operation. Do not open door in flight. I was recently on a flight where I was seated in the exit row, closest seat to the door. I felt the craziest, ongoing urge in flight to reach over and try to open that door. I'm not suicidal or homicidal, just had this crazy urge. I believe they call that the call of the void, or lapel du vide. I get the same thing when I'm driving and see those concrete highway dividers that start on an angle. I think to myself, I wonder just how bad things would be if I ran my car off this at 100 km per hour. Edited, unit of speed. Call of the void, indeed. To anyone reading along, do not worry unless you experience this regularly or if it becomes compulsive. Then, you should worry. By all accounts most people experience this occasionally. As long as you don't act on it, you'll be fine. I fly a lot for work. You're not crazy, or we both are fucking nuts. I get that urge, too. Usually not scared of heights, but in aircraft where the exit is in an aisle, like next to the lavatories, I get so fucking paranoid that I'll hit turbulence and bump against the door, causing it to fly open and me to fall to my death, even though I know it's physically impossible. Regular exit row doors don't usually bother me though, probably cause I'm strapped into a seat. Penicillin, because someone didn't bother to clean the culture dish. The annoying thing about that one is people had known for a while that bread had some magical property that helped prevent infection. Nobody bothered to test it out. We just had one guy stumble onto it because he didn't bother to clean a contaminated sample once he was done testing. TBH shoddy lab safety/standards has led to a lot of unexpected discoveries. Antibiotics are just the big important one. All those drug commercials that tell you not to take said drug if you're allergic to it. Imagine knowing you're allergic to a drug and still taking it. Well, if I take it, I break out in hives. If I don't take it, I fucking die. What to do, what to do. But let's be honest, it's more likely. Well, if I take it, I may have trouble breathing and might die, but if I do take it, I will have a rock-hard erection for the next 3 hours. What to do, what to do. Label on Swiss chainsaw, do not attempt to stop chain with hands and genitals. Multi-level marketing, aka pyramid schemes. Warning may contain nuts. Warnings on packets of nuts. May. The ban on Kinder eggs in the US. Are people really stupid enough to swallow those eggs whole? Even if they didn't know about the toy, you can't possibly want to deep throat a fucking egg, can you? Pretty sure that's just something that got rolled into a larger law about putting non-edible items into edible items. Sure, Kinder eggs aren't deadly, but the law was made to prevent someone from baking a small toy into a loaf of bread and selling it to kids. I have a story about this. A few years ago, I went to a Chuy's with my family. I got a quesadilla and my sister got chicken nuggets. I do not know why, when she bit into one, there was a deep-fried ball of plastic inside it. We told the workers, and the manager gave us all the food we got for free and gave my sister a different plate of chicken nuggets. At least it ended up good. July and August having 31 days back-to-back like that extra day would have ended with February, but some people just want to watch the world burn. Do you know any things that only exists because of people's stupidity? Leave a comment. And subscribe to this channel if you wanna see more same videos.